Hi, my name is Stacy Harbaugh, and I'm here to present a little information about the Gunnison Valley's Court-Appointed Special Advocate Program, or CASAs. Our vision as CASAs are to make sure that every child that has experienced abuse or neglect is given the opportunity to thrive in a safe and loving home. Whether a child has been removed from their home and they're living in foster care or kinship guardianship, we want to make sure that they're being provided with the best care possible and that we are providing enough information to work towards some form of permanency plan. We don't want these kids to be living in limbo. We want them to have their voice be heard and to know that they are going to be cared for and that they are going to be supported along this process. In Gunnison, over the last year, we've had 6 children work with CASAs, and each of our volunteers is appointed by a judge to advocate for the child's best interests in court. Our volunteers help the judge to develop a full picture of each child's life, and they do this by meeting with the child, meeting with the guardian, foster parent, parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, whoever is available who is involved with this child's life to get a full understanding of their needs and their wants. And then using that information, it enables the judge to make the most well-informed decision for each child. We also provide other services to local families, and one of those services is providing supervised parenting time as well as supervised exchanges. Supervised parenting time involves the non-custodial parent having an opportunity to meet with their child using our visitation room, using CASAs as the supervisors of that time to make sure that the child is safe and well cared for. And when needed, the parents are offered parental guidance through the CASA. Supervised exchanges provide a safe transfer for children from one parent to the other and an opportunity for no contact between those parents that are sharing custody. Our volunteers right now, we have 4 active volunteers, and those volunteers attend court with the child. They meet with the child and other participants of the case, such as the family members, any family members, guardian, teachers, could be DHS workers, and then they advocate on behalf of the child in court to help make well-informed decisions for the child. Let's hear from one of our volunteers, which is me.
Hi, my name is Stacy Harbaugh, and I am a CASA volunteer here in Gunnison. I have been a volunteer for just over a year. I have had one case in the last year where I worked with an infant that was removed from her home with her mother due to severe neglect, and she has been living in a foster home since she was about a month old. And during the process, I have had the opportunity to meet with the foster parents, the birth parents, both the mom and the dad, the grandmother, and I worked very closely with the case manager at DHS. And my job has been to advocate for her. So even though she's an infant, I am speaking on her behalf of what I see as benefiting her in the long run. CASA, we know that reunification with families statistically is typically best. And so we always keep that in our minds. If there is something that we can do to help families to provide the best care for their children, then that is the ultimate goal. But if there's not a possibility for that, then the reality is that we need to make sure that the child is put in long-term care, hopefully with adopted parents that can really care for them, that can provide them with the best services, the best care possible. And so that's our role as a CASA, is to go to the courts and speak on behalf of these kids and let the court system know what the kids want. So even though my case was an infant, I was able to speak on her behalf by doing the research, by doing the legwork of talking to the adults involved. For older children, we have the opportunity to talk to them directly, talk to their foster parents or parents, guardians, whoever they're living with, to get information on what is going to be the best care for those kids. And it's just such an important role. It means a lot to me, it means a lot to our community. We have numerous dependency and neglect cases that come through Gunnison. And it's important that we have people available to advocate on behalf of the kids. And so we are so grateful to the Community Foundation for giving us the funds to continue working, to keep going and providing these amazing services to the wonderful kids that we have in our valley, as well as providing services to help families get the care that they need in order to be able to provide good services for their kids and care for them. So thank you very much. We really appreciate your support and hope to continue providing great services for many years to children in the community. Thank you.